Shut up and sit down.
Catherine!
Brandi!
Oh my god!
I'm so excited!
Me too. I'm in my closet again.
You're inside your closet?
I am. Do you think that's endearing to our beer nuts?
I think they prefer you in the closet.
Oh, I should stay in the closet. I am married.
Well, we don't want to rock the boat.
No. I don't want to disturb the children. Come on.
Of course.
I think that's our next shirt. I listen to a podcast that's recorded in a closet, and it's fucking endearing.
That's 2 shirts, I think.
Oh, that would be adorable.
A front and the back.
Oh, I thought people could wear them in pairs.
Oh, there we go.
And say, we listen to a podcast.
Best friend shirt.
That's a fun shirt.
Beer buddies.
Beer buddies, you guys. Oh. So you know what we haven't talked about?
What?
New Year's Eve.
I didn't do anything on New Year's Eve.
I didn't either.
That's probably why we didn't talk about it. Actually, that's not true. I went to my brother's house and we watched every Star Wars movie.
Oh,
that's what I did for
fun.
New Year's Eve. It was fun for a minute.
It's better than being let down, though. I feel like when you make grand plans and then you go out, you're always let down. After the age of like 25, it's a letdown.
Because it's exhausting. And I can't.
Yes.
I honestly, I guess if I really tried, I could stay up until midnight, but I don't want to.
Yeah. No, I made it to like 11 and then I woke up at 12 for like 20 seconds. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
I just woke up to see, they were interviewing Luke Bryan on Rockin' New Year's Eve, and he was hammered and seemed like even more of a douche face than he already is.
Was he?
Yeah. Yeah, it was awesome. I just wanted to punch him in his stupid little face. Wow, I'm really angry. I didn't expect that.
Really aggressive.
Yes.
Nice.
Happy New
Year, Luke Bryan.
Happy New Year. I did save my alcohol for New Year's Day, though. I didn't really drink on New Year's Eve, but New Year's Day, we did some day drinking and watched football and stayed on the couch.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. Yeah, I think New Year's Day, I went over to my boyfriend's house and we drank a lot actually that day. And we watched movies. I think we may have eaten pad thai. That was my entire
Aren't you
New
fancy?
Year's celebration.
Yes. I asked our little beer group, the Great Pint Society, our little secret beer group.
Yes.
I asked them what beers would go well with some champagne drinking because I love to drink champagne.
Who doesn't?
Yes. I feel fucking fancy. And they said saisons, and Josh from Interbrews gave some great recommendations.
What does that mean, though, to pair it with champagne? Does that mean that you're double fisting it, or?
So I guess pairing is a weird word. I just wanted something to where when I was drinking champagne, like I could go back and forth, and it wouldn't feel weird. Like you have to stick with one thing for the night.
I gotcha.
So, and the saisons that he recommended, like when you would pour it. It even was real sparkly and bubbly like a champagne. So you kind of, and then you forget and you get so drunk that you like don't know which one you're drinking. So it all worked out.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. Whatever, it just goes in there. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. It was fine. Yeah.
Exactly.
It was good. Yeah. So anyways, that was my New Year's.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I didn't have champagne, but now I'm disappointed.
Oh. Well, now you can have a saison and pretend it's champagne.
There you go.
Perfect.
Drink it with some strawberries and Richard Gere.
You know Richard Gere?
I mean, no, but...
Oh, I knew him, but we met, it was such a crazy story. So, I was in LA.
Okay.
And I was working. I was just, standing where I need to for
on
work.
The street?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he just like pulled up in a car and...
Oh, you know what? He had that, was it a Lamborghini?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And you're really good with the stick shift.
Yeah, it was great. You know, and we had so much fun, and he like took me shopping,
Right.
and and then he got me a ring, and he like snapped the box. He has such a good personality.
Oh,
yeah.
Was that pre or post hamster?
I think post hamster. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm good with all that.
You like floss your teeth a lot.
Yeah, definitely. And I had a really cute like cutout dress. I was a hooker. Yeah, that was it.
That's right. Oh, that's right. I
God.
forgot that you were, but it was okay because you were charming.
You know what, Catherine? I'm sorry.
Hooker.
I'm so sorry. That was Julia Roberts.
Oh.
I never met him. I got so confused. Yeah, that was Pretty Woman.
That was the plot
movie.
for Pretty Woman. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but I mean, in all fairness, we all wanted to be a hooker after watching that movie.
that's true.
Right?
They didn't accept me into hooker school.
Well, because you have to freely give blowjobs and stuff. And
Yeah,
that's the one caveat for that job.
And my grades were too high, so.
I mean, I'm totally fine with not being kissed.
Oh yeah, that's a good agreement.
The rest of it, I don't know about.
Yeah. That'd be weird to be like, I feel like if someone in their 30s was like, I'm really into kissing, that seems really creepy to
Can
me.
we just make out for like 4 hours?
I
mean, I don't want to waste any more of my life just making out. Can we just get to the good stuff already? Or can we just get to it and then get over with it so that we can get on with the next?
They're just like, but I'm super into dry humping. I really don't want to miss that.
Well, who isn't super into dry humping?
Well, not when there's another person
high school
involved.
life right there.
Oh, so many guys just inside their pants fall on top of you.
Yep.
Man, if you could buy stock in something to clean the semen off the underwear. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that had nothing to do with me. Like, once they were done.
That was up to their mother.
Yeah, that had nothing. Most of the time, I didn't even know they were doing it. I just thought they were like, I don't know, cuddling or spooning.
Joshua, what's this semen all over your pants?
Why is your face so flushed?
I told you the next time, just bring it to me. Don't hide it in your closet.
Just bring it to me. It's totally natural. It's fine. Everybody does.
I'll clean it, but I don't want to have to scrub it. Okay?
Ugh, yeah.
Ugh. It gets under my nails.
Once it gets caked on there, it's impossible to get out.
It's time for Beer News.
What's up, y'all? It's time for your Brew News with the Brew Dude. Just going to catch you up on a couple topics around our craft beer world. The first topic is from Heineken. Heineken just put out a brand new television ad that is aimed towards men drinking less beer. You heard that right. It makes no sense. Drinking less beer. The whole goal of the ad is to show men that drinking responsibly is what's attractive, and that all the women out there, they don't want to be dating a guy who's always passed out in the gutter. That's actually exactly how the TV ad goes. It's a very strange approach for a beer company, so make sure to go online and check it out. On the opposite end of the spectrum, there was a man out in South Korea who invented a small robot that will drink with you in case you are by yourself and you have the urge to drink, but you don't want to drink alone. The small robot will have a cheers with you, he will pound a shot, and then its cheeks turn red after each shot. So there you go. There's a small robot out there in case you have the urge to drink but don't want to drink alone, and you need a drinking buddy. Okay, that's it. That's your 2 topics for the week. That's your Brew News with the Brew Dude. My name is Ryan Mader. You can find me online at thebrewdude.com. Back to you, ladies. Cheers to the beers. Boom.
Oh, I'm so glad that we started a book club, you guys, because we need some classing up.
I forgot that we were supposed to read.
this is our book club episode.
No,
We're
I know.
reading
Yeah.
San Antonio Beer.
I did read. I read the first chapter of San Antonio Beer. I'm super excited about it.
I was super excited that they were short chapters because I felt very accomplished in a very short amount of time.
That's awesome. I was like, oh, 4 pages? Oh,
I could definitely do this.
I can do this in 1 bathroom session.
Perfect.
So,
San Antonio Beer takes us on a historical journey of, San Antonio Beer.
it does. It takes us all the way back to the beginning.
Yes, and if people aren't familiar with Texas in general, the Hill Country area, San Antonio, New Braunfels, had a lot of German settlers back in the 1800s. And I thought it was so funny that they mention, and Travis Poling and Jeremy Banas are the co-authors of this book, and they did a fantastic job.
They did.
And if we're talking right now and you don't have your book yet, you can order it off of Amazon. And if you don't have Prime, you're way behind on the times. So get Prime and get it here in 2 days.
This is the Amazon Prime of our lives.
Oh my God. Damn it, there's another t-shirt. So in chapter 1, did you read the part where, of course you did, it's only 4 pages, where he was saying that the German settlers went to New Braunfels and then they sent letters out to people inviting them to come live in New Braunfels?
Yes, because there were another region of Texas that they said that the climate was not acceptable for the European people, and so they preferred I think it was the coast, right? That was not good for them. So they wanted them to go to New Braunfels. What I find fascinating about it is that I have a small amount of German heritage, and my family was some of the first settlers in New Braunfels. Which is really cool because I felt like a little bit connected to that chapter. Like, hey, maybe my family was drinking some of that beer.
That's really cool. I would love to find out where my family's from, but, being an orphan and all, it just doesn't. I'm just kidding. I'm not an orphan. Don't you feel like
that letter all Annie on us?
That letter was kind of like a sales pitch, though. I mean, the weather's nice in New Braunfels, but still, like, it's Texas.
It's still terribly warm. Yeah.
Yes, it's not that big of a difference.
Yeah, no, definitely. I was thinking the same thing, and I was like, this is effing hot here, so.
They could have just brought up the smell if they were trying to get people from Galveston. Galveston smells like a shithole.
It does. It's so gross.
It smells like the armpit of, like, Rosie O'Donnell is what I imagine.
That ocean water is scary.
It's supposedly, like, has more bacteria than a toilet bowl.
Does it?
Yeah, there was a study last summer.
There was a study yesterday.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact.
I did it.
When I was growing up in Katy, we would go, the nearest beach was Galveston, and we would go, but they would have these horrible jellyfish seasons.
Oh.
And I got stung by jellyfish like twice.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know why my parents hated me so much, but they kept taking us back. But yeah, so the coast was no good. So they moved it into New Braunfels and started homebrewing. A lot of people started homebrewing, right?
Yes, and a bunch of people, I think there were different classifications where they said they were a brewery, but a bunch of those could have been home brewers, I think they said.
Yeah, I think it said something like they didn't have licenses for brewing, or maybe they didn't register. Not everybody registered, so they're not really sure about the numbers, right?
But the main person that really started putting his foot in the door as far as brewing goes and made sure to kind of make a name for himself historically was Julius Reinert.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. And he was a shoemaker.
He was a cobbler.
I feel like, is that just an easy segue? Like, I'll fix your heel and maybe I'll start making some beer.
Get you drunk at the same time. I wonder, like, were cobblers, you think, like, sought after bachelors?
Oh, I don't, I feel like there's more of a correlation between cobblers and shoe salesmen, like Al Bundy.
Yes. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Which explains all the beer drinking, too.
For sure.
Yeah. And I saw his picture. He was nothing really to write home about.
He had an impressive beard, though.
Yeah. But it's like his whole face.
But everything
under
else is
that.
horrible. Yeah.
Yeah. I would drink a lot. I would probably make beer so I could make friends.
You would make beer so you could make friends.
Yeah.
That sounds really... Yeah.
It's a plan. It's a
like
plan.
that plan.
But they moved over, and it was like beer was a part of their everyday diet in Germany.
Oh,
which
yeah.
I love that.
Oh, I'm there in a second.
And that's still to this day. My sister lived in Germany for a few years, and she said like they would go on lunch breaks and everybody just like, you're not the scandalous office girl having a beer. It's weird if
it's
you
just
don't
part
have
of the
a
day.
beer.
Yeah. I like that.
I love
Although
that.
it seems like an expensive lifestyle.
That's true. And it's really frowned upon. I work from home, and I feel like it's super frowned upon for me to have a beer with my lunch.
Like alone by yourself. Brandy and a sandwich and a beer. Actually, it doesn't sound horrible. It sounds pretty good, actually.
I know. Yeah. That's all you need. Me, a sandwich, and a beer.
And a beer.
Yeah. So this Renner dude, he was kind of a show off. He would brew the beer. He was like a pro tem mayor of some sorts. He cobbled the shoes.
He was a singer.
Yes, he was in a singing society.
He was in the New Braunfels Glee Club.
Yes, yeah. I'm pretty sure it was all pop remakes.
Oh yeah, he was definitely doing some Lady Gaga.
Oh my gosh. Could you imagine? I wish we could hear like some of their old time singing society.
That we can't. No. I'm glad that we can't.
It would drive us to drink. That's probably what he did. He probably was in the singing society, so
and then
he could
needed
drive
a beer
more people.
immediately after. Yes.
Yes. So then he supplies everybody with it. So the whole supply and demand, he's got a hold on it.
Perfect.
Did you see how much he paid for his lot on the river?
Yeah.
$17.43.
I mean, it's crazy to us. Obviously, at the time, it made sense. But yeah, when you look at it, you're like, oh, wow, that's like less than it costs for me to put gas in my car.
That's insane.
That'd be crazy if we could buy land like that now.
I bet we could if we went back to the whole hooker conversation.
I mean, you can buy anything with your vagina. I'd like to buy like a small square of my backyard for $17. I'd be like, Brandi, you can do anything you want with this 1x1 space.
You're like, but you better fucking come and mow it.
But
I'm just saying.
I'm
not mowing it
beautifully.
It's like a small fairy garden.
Send you a small like HOA letter once a month. Your brush is getting a little high in your 1 foot by 1 foot space. Could you send somebody over to take care of this?
You have a miniature broken mattress frame in this section of my yard.
A tiny little Hot Wheels broken down here. Could we don't allow you to leave cars in the lawn like that. It's not okay.
300, you're like, you just must remove it by tomorrow. I'm like, I never even fucking go to your house. How am I supposed to see this?
You come over with a little tow truck.
With like one of the Barbie Jeeps.
I'm inside looking through the blinds. These bitches again. Jesus Christ. They're always having parties out there. Is that the Barbie hot tub? What is that?
Oh
my God.
That none of that's going to work out. None of it at all. Oh, but the coolest thing I also thought was, okay, so the brewery was in the basement of a residential home and then they had a drive-through where you could get the hops and grain and you could get kegs of beer.
Amazing.
Which is kind of like the barn ones I guess we have now, just minus the hops and the grain.
Minus the girls in bikinis.
Oh, shit. That's right. Don't they have like a swing?
Yes. Oh, my God. I was just going to say that. I was on San Pedro the other day and I was driving by and I was like, is that bitch swinging?
The other day in the cold?
It's been in the 70s here.
Yeah,
but she looked so bored. Like,
oh yeah.
Like she just like what a job, right? Like, you got to clock in, get on the swing for 8 hours. Oh. And then she's just swinging for 8 hours. And every time she would go up, she would like fan her legs and then go back down. And I was like, oh shit. That is obscene. Like, who's allowing this to happen? There are like homeless people walking by her. It was crazy.
Oh, you would think they would at least get her drunk so she would look like she's enjoying it.
Well, she did look like she was a little out of it, so I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say anything about their business practices, but it made me uncomfortable.
Do you remember the San Francisco Steakhouse where the girls would swing?
Yes.
Do you think now that they aren't open that they just send all their applicants
They send those
there?
girls, in a different outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
They're like, I've done this for 10 years. Yeah. There's nothing else I can do. I've got to find a place to swing.
All I know, you should see the amount of energy I use to catapult myself forward and then fan my legs out and bring it back in. It's a skill. It's a skill set.
We should go swing on that swing.
Oh, we should definitely go swing on that swing.
It's going to happen. They sell Jell-O shots there.
Really?
You could get drive-through Jell-O shots.
Wait, what?
In a bag. You're not supposed to take them when you're driving, but you can get them.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot better than making them.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because
they're not that expensive.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm so... Wait, what?
Fuck this beer podcast. We're doing a Jell-O shot.
Brilliant, Brandi. Because my Jell-O shots in college never came out good. Never.
Oh, we could do a Jell-O shot podcast sponsored by Cosby.
Yeah.
Just like we'll convince him it's how he's going to win back the public.
JELL. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, I raped you.
Oops. Oh, I just woke up. What happened, guys?
Oh. Do you think that... Oh, that's bad. Nope. Do you think he dissolved the pills into the Jell-O? They do it with old people.
Wouldn't that be hilarious if, like, this is... Okay, let's just start by saying that Bill Cosby raping people is not funny, right?
Not at all.
However, the next scenario is going to be funny. Wouldn't it be funny if, like, all these women... Like, he, honestly, they just thought that he really, really loved endorsing Jell-O. They would walk in and he would just have, like, Jell-O. Like, you know what I mean? Just
like,
cubes of red Jell-O. And you're like, and you just eat it because you're like, oh, Cosby really loves his product. And then you wake up the next day.
He's like,
little Cosby
you gotta do a taste test.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, boop, 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 boop. There's jazz playing and shit.
He's wearing sweater that matches all the different colors of Jell-O.
Exactly.
Shit, jeez, he's a nightmare. He's like the new Chupacabra.
It's so crazy because you watch him. I watched him walking into the courthouse, and he's so fucking old.
Yes,
he can barely move. You know.
Yeah, maybe he could barely move then too. Shit.
Well,
that's probably why they had to be drugged. That is horrible. That is really bad.
It really is awful. All these women, ugh.
And people are still debating if he did it.
I mean, come on. There's like, why would you? It's just ridiculous.
It's really ridiculous. Thanks, Cosby Dad.
Thanks, Cosby.
Well. So back to the book.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about San Antonio beer.
Oh. So supposedly now, and then this Renner guy, they can't tell if he stopped brewing, if he closed the brewery in the late 1870s or the early 1880s. But the 1880s is whenever the ads started popping up for Lone Star and for Anheuser-Busch in like the local newspapers for New Braunfels.
Right.
So that kind of like started the shift of a little bit of a takeover. Well, not takeover, but just kind of them being introduced. Yeah. With the railroad and all that. You know, trains. They do a lot for people.
Trains change the world.
Trains change the world.
All of a sudden, it didn't take you 4 months to move from one spot to another.
Just one.
Just 1 month.
I thought about taking a train one time to New Braunfels. Or not New Braunfels, New Orleans.
Oh, well, but I've heard I've had some friends that have taken trains for fun, right?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it'd be so much fun to be in a train. It's so romantic. And then they get off and they're like, fuck that. I'm never doing that again.
That was 15 hours.
15 hours, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I feel like I would do it once, like in a hat, you know. With the gloves.
Like maybe, like you bring like a hat box and yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like really trick them.
Really white Christmas.
You're fancy. Yeah. Right. But then you get on and they're just like, well, who the fuck let these chicks on the train?
I feel like that would be one of those situations where like I always overdress for everything, because the world is becoming so casual. And I show up to things and I'm like, oh, I thought this was a wedding. What the hell? Why is everybody in shorts? So like I feel like I would be like in a skirt suit,
You would be in a Hillary Clinton pantsuit.
Yes.
She'd be like, hello, I'm here.
Yeah, like, where's the tea sandwiches? And they're like, oh, there's a fucking, what are you talking about?
Like, ma'am,
there's a Coke machine over there.
Can you take off your petticoat? It's like hitting people in the face.
Why do you have a parasol?
You lift it up and the small children just come out of your dress. There's like, you need to get tickets for them.
Want to see what I have in my carpet bag? Oh, it's magic.
Oh, ma'am, please put down your petticoat. We can see your carpet bag.
Oh, I was just trying to keep with the times. I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
Forgot we were actually in 2015 and not 1885. When men didn't care. They just wanted to put it in there.
Ma'am. Are you? That was the dust coming out of your carpet bag. So the coolest thing too about reading San Antonio beer is that Travis and Jeremy live here in San Antonio, right. And we also have them as a resource to ask questions,
which is awesome.
It's totally awesome because I feel like that's kind of the thing is, you'd finish a chapter and you wonder things, but we're fucking lazy. So we don't want to research more.
Right.
But all we need to do is ask a simple question.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were able to ask Jeremy Banas, one of the co-authors, kind of back in the day, what would have been the styles of beer that these early German settlers were making. And he had a little something to tell us.
He did.
Oh, let's take a trip back in time.
Let's go.
It's difficult to describe the early years of brewing in Texas since few records are even available of industries before the Civil War, and those breweries that were in operation were typically home breweries or small local operations in areas where there were a lot of Germans or English immigrants. Before 1840, a lot of the beers produced in the U.S. were typically ales. We get that from the English influence in Texas and the rest of the United States. So you saw a lot of porters and stouts that were brewed. But about 1840, early 1845 or so, you see a lot of German immigrants around the country, but especially in Texas, expressing a desire to have lager beer, which is brewed a little bit differently or fermented a little bit differently than ales are. They have to be aged at a cold temperature for months at a time, for example. So most of the breweries built during that period brewed only lager beer. And since there was very little refrigeration at that time, most of the beer was brewed in the cold months and stored in cellars or tunnels underneath the buildings they were brewed at.
All right, awesome. That was very good. Thank you, Jeremy, for your insight.
Yeah, I felt like I just got into Doc Brown's time machine, went back.
I know. I'm like a baby now. I'm like a 2-year-old baby with the mind of a 35-year-old. Sucks.
I really am, but it's reversed.
Yeah, pretty much. Way to go.
Yeah.
So, Catherine, do you want to tell our beer nuts what beer we are having right now?
Yeah, so in the spirit of the first chapter of San Antonio beer, we're going to drink a lager because that's what they would have been drinking in New Braunfels at the time.
Heyo.
So I'm going to open mine. We're tasting the Alamo Amber Lager.
Yes.
Which I think just became available, right?
Yeah, and I'm going to, in honor of one of the shows that I listen to, James Simpson with What's on Tap Radio.
What up?
They dropped some bottle caps. I'm going to drop a bottle cap right now for him. Yeah.
James Simpson hates Jews. I'm sorry.
Just Jew froze.
Just Jew froze. Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah.
I got carried away. Okay, so the Alamo Amber Lager, I'm going to smell it. Mm-hmm. Smells beery.
Yes, absolutely. That's a very good call.
It's weird that it smells like beer.
Mine smells like milk.
Does it? That's probably not a lager then.
Oh, shit. Damn it.
I was looking on the label to see if we could see what some of maybe the ABV or something was, but I am not fighting.
ABV is 5.5.
Oh, thank you. Oh, very drinkable.
Yes, very drinkable.
Oh, yeah,
and very much an all-season, a year-round beer.
Oh, okay. Are you ready? Have you taken a sip yet, or?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I went ahead and...
No, it's fine. For our listeners at home, Brandi and I we're phone casting today.
Oh, yeah. In the closet. This is so sad, you guys. I'm in a closet with a beer on the phone. I feel slightly like I might be in 7th grade.
I think that if we're going to speak honestly in our this little circle of trust, we know that both of us are headed to a life where being in the closet with a 6-pack of beer is probably inevitable.
I think so. I think so. But it's one of the only doors in my house with a lock, so it's just going to have to work.
Nice. I don't know if you can hear it, but my toilet is running as we're speaking. So
you know what?
Shout out to 1970s plumbing.
You can call us a lot of things, but you can't call us classy.
That's right. Well, why would you?
Yeah. No. You can call us crafty, but not classy. Stay crafty, San Antonio.
That's right.
Stay crafty, Texas. I taste some what I think is like a caramel flavor. Do you taste that?
A little bit. There's a little maybe. I taste a little in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely finishes a little bit more bitter, I think.
Mm-hmm. It's almost a little I don't mean this in a bad way, but almost a little skunky.
Kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, yeah. And it's definitely has a more mild flavor to it.
Yeah, I think this would be a very good gateway beer for someone.
Yes, it would make a great gateway beer for somebody who maybe shies away from craft beer or is a little bit afraid to try it. It's really easy to drink. The ABV is low, which means that you can drink a couple of them and not, end up on the street corner waiting for guys in Lamborghinis.
That is true. That is true. You can kind of space these out. It's a good tailgate beer.
It's a good tailgate beer. Yes, it is. And it's not bad. It's good. I like it.
I think so too.
I have to say that my favorite Alamo beer is probably the Golden Ale.
Yeah, I did not get to try their holiday IPA. I want to try to find.
You know what? I didn't try it either. I was so obsessed with the Celebration Ale all the holidays that I just didn't really stray from that too much. But I haven't really had anything to eat today, so I'm sipping on this and I can feel it just a little. It feels a little warm in my chest.
Well, you know what's perfect too for us chicks that want to worry about how many calories we're consuming. Well, not us, but normal chicks that want to worry about how many calories they're consuming. It's not that. I looked it up online. It's only 165 calories.
Really?
Yeah.
That's like it's like a snack.
Mm-hmm. And then if you have 10, it sustains you
the entire day
for the whole day.
Well, look at that. Mm-hmm. That's what they were doing. I'm sure.
I think so. I feel like, do you know what that makes sense? Like with this beer, maybe it's just because it's a lager in general, but has more flavor to it than, just your big bev lagers. That when I say it's a year round beer, it's kind of a chameleon beer. Like there's flavors in it that you can enjoy in different ways throughout.
I think
the
it
year.
would be a really good beer to eat or to drink when you're. You guys want to really try something new? Put it in your cereal.
Eat this beer.
No, but it just seems like it would
butt chug it.
Oh my gosh, that's our next video.
This beer tastes like it would be really good to butt chug.
Shout out Alamo. No, it'd probably be easily paired with most dishes. I would think, like you could drink this with a burger, or it would go well with most stuff.
That's the first thing that comes to mind, actually, when I was drinking this, is having this with a burger.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, oh, this would be really great on a patio somewhere with a burger or a barbecue or something. Would be delicious.
I agree. I could probably down this with some nachos too.
Oh my gosh, nachos, barbecue. Somebody's doing barbecue nachos in the city. I keep seeing that picture on Facebook and I'm like, oh, that looks so good. I think it's at the Pig Pen or something, but it looks delicious.
Oh yeah, we need to go check that place
check
out.
out all the
That's
new
really
places.
good. We do. Well, this is really good. We need to get down to Alamo too, and I know that we're talking to them about doing an episode.
We are, so
soon.
I'm really excited about that, and hopefully we can get down there and try all their beers and see what kind of new exciting things they have coming up in the future.
Definitely, and I know their brewery I was looking up is modeled after a traditional German brewery and their brewing process. Yeah, so I think
I didn't know
really
that.
cool.
They've had great success. Because
Yeah,
everywhere I go,
and
they have
that
nothing
is-
else. They have Alamo.
It's true, and they're really focusing on that German styles of beer, and I think they're excelling at it. So that's awesome. Well, good deal. I guess for the rest of the day, I can either stay in here and bring my computer in here and work, or I can go out there. And I'm really leaning towards bringing the computer in here.
In the closet.
I think so too.
Just a little,
like you said, we don't want to shake
like
things
a little
up.
Brandi cocoon.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. Well, if our beer nuts and our listeners liked this intro, the chapter 1 of this book, and you want to read more and you want to read along with us, it is so easy to do it because we're doing one chapter a month. So if you like to read, you can pair this along with your other books very easily. And if you don't like to read, it's not very long. So it's easy to keep up.
That's right.
And if they go to our website, to shescraftypodcast.com, they can click on the Amazon link that's at the top of our page and buy the book through our link. That way they will be able to support local authors, and they will also be able to support the She's Crafty podcast. They can also buy anything that they would like off of Amazon by going through that link, and we will be able to see the benefits of that. And while they're on our website and they would like to get some...
Oh my God. That was glorious. Those acoustics in your closet are amazing.
Thank you so much. You know, I was thinking about holding it in.
Never.
And then...
Don't you ever hold it in with me.
Yeah.
Ever.
Never. Man, you should hear what happens after I butt chug. If they want to get some t-shirts on our site through the end of January, they can get them for $15
That's amazing.
a pop with
and they're
free
going fast,
shipping.
so make sure to get it before everybody else does, and there's not any left.
And then what else is happening in January for anybody that buys a t-shirt?
Anybody that buys a t-shirt gets entered into a contest to be a guest on the She's Crafty podcast. And you don't even have to live in San Antonio because we can phone it in, y'all.
We can. Technology, people.
So
we're past
go buy
trains.
A t-shirt, be entered into the contest, be a guest on the She's Crafty podcast. It's lots of fun. We'll play a game. It'll be super, super crazy and fun. You'll love it. You know what else they can do?
Absolutely. And please,
they can go to iTunes.
What can they do?
And they can rate, subscribe, and review the She's Crafty podcast.
And you know what I think we're going to start doing, Catherine? I think we should start reading those reviews on our
that's
podcast.
A good idea. Even the bad ones, but don't leave bad
so even the bad ones. I know. Don't be fun. If you want to leave a fake bad one, you can email us. And if you want to send us an email, if you have anything that you'd like to share with us, any beers that we should try, send it to shescraftypodcast@gmail.com. And we can also read those on our podcast
become part of our She's Crafty Beer Nuts fan page on Facebook.
Please do.
Great.
It's so much fun.
Also, you can follow us on Instagram at She's Crafty Pod. You can check us out on Twitter at She's Crafty Pod. On Facebook at She's Crafty Podcast. Google Plus.
Yeah, nobody listens to you on there.
I'm still going to plug it.
I think it's a wise idea because one day, it's really going to take off.
One day I'm going to read an article that's going to say Google Plus is the next huge social platform. And then I'm going to be like,
and you're going to be like, yes!
I knew it. Check out our YouTube channel.
Yes, and in the next couple days, well, actually, by the time our listeners are hearing this, they should go to our YouTube channel because there will be a little video up about our book club. Yayo! All right, Catherine.
I love you.
I love you so much.
I love you
Especially
outside
from my
the closet. I love you inside the closet. I love you sober. I love you drunk.
Let's not.
I love you more when you're drunk.
Thank you.
Peace out.
Peace out, beer nuts.
Bye.
Bye.
Shut up and sit down.